doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. All right, you guys, let me get you guys on my iPad. Just a second, please. Okay. It'll be just a second. And I got to talk to you guys about some horrible stuff I heard about. Made me cry this afternoon. This president has made me cry so many times. I cannot stand this man. I'll tell you the story in just a second. Let me just get you guys up here real quick. Here I am. Yay, I came right up. All right, 1 second. All right. Okay, real quick, let me just tell you guys this story. I will welcome everybody in just a second. I was outside gardening, which is what I do. That's my piece. And I was outside gardening, and my husband comes out and says, I just heard the worst thing. I said, what? Because I heard the best thing today, which is little Liam, you know, the little Latino boy who had the little hat in his backpack. And he was with his dad and Jasmine Crockett, and the other gentleman went to visit him, and he was like comatose almost. He got released today. And I'm trying to think. He's a Latino man. I think he's still a senator. It's Castro. That's his name. Castro is his last name. And he has a twin brother. And I don't know if he's still a senator or not, but he was a senator. Anyway, he's always on MSNBC, CNN. And he went and got the man and got the little boy, put them on he picked them up in his own personal car, put them on a plane. He made sure he flew with them, made sure they got home. They showed little Liam with his in his house with his little hat on and his backpack. I was so happy. I could cry. So you guys, we are all making a difference, okay? With all of the protesting that we're doing. But then I just heard that. That's like the best news I've heard all year. Then here's another horrible story because of Felon 45. I'm going to start crying again. It was horrific. This Latino gentleman was picked up, and he said, listen, he goes, I have a son who I'm a caretaker for. He's like the guy's 30 years old who he takes care of his son. And he goes, and if I don't take care of him, he'll die. He needs all kinds of medication and all kinds of care, and they don't care. And the guy died, I think today. I could cry. He died. Because his dad wasn't there to take care of him. So he died, and now he wants to go and see his son, go to the funeral, and they said no. Why am I talking about this story again? Because I'm going to start crying again. So horrible. I just don't understand. I don't understand how people can be so mean, and why this country would, not all of us, but there's like 30% of this country who would value someone like Trump and vote for him, and not value people like little Liam or this man who was taking care of his son, and now he died. I'm sorry, you guys. I just found this out right before I was going to come on here. Maybe I shouldn't have shared this story with you because I would start crying again. It was just horrible. This country has got to change valuing these rich, powerful men. They are not of any value. They are just horrible, 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 horrible. And as we know, they're not human. That's why they behave like this. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. But I had to share that with you guys. I mean, one wonderful story, and then one story that was absolutely horrendous. Okay, I'm gonna get it together. Oh, sorry I came on like this. Oh my God. So hopefully there's more protesting in the streets for this gentleman. I'm going to do a reading on it, everything to try to get this story out. And hopefully this story spreads so that we can get this man out of ICE custody and to at least be able to go to his son's funeral. Oh my God. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. Good grief. Okay, sorry guys. I'm like so flustered. Let me welcome you guys in and get started today. So sorry. Okay, I'm getting it together. Oh, this is the second time in the last hour and a half that I've cried about this story. All right. Okay, let me talk about what we do here. In case you're new, you're like, what is with this girl here? What is she doing? Why is she crying? Okay, what we do here is you guys ask me questions, yes or no questions. We ask my pendulum through my spirit guides about this horrible, horrible mess we're in politically and any current events. It needs to be yes or no questions so I can ask my pendulum, and make sure you put it in all caps. And then at the end, we'll do a giveaway, okay? And really quickly, for anybody who has won, everything has been sent out. So be expecting your journal, okay? Okay, let me say hi to everyone, and then we'll get started. Okay, welcome in Christina Mello, Cecilia, More Blessed, Linda Russell, EMT Girl, Fabulous Moderator. Welcome in Patsy, Purple. What is your name? What is name you Purple? Linda Russell, More Blessed, Jeff Mund, 532, Frida, Sandy May, Jeff Munns, Diva369. Everybody welcome in. Alyssa Smith, RJM, Iris, AKK 3354, Cheryl Tucker, Dahlia, Cindy I'll just say Cindy 6211, RJM 897, Dahlia I2U, welcome in. Cannabis Queen and her mother, welcome in. Ida Green, Sandy May, AKK 3354, Jamie 1418, Susie Cat, Cheryl Tucker, Elizabeth, Jamal on deck, welcome in. Holly Bowick, and anybody else that I missed? Krista Franklin and Tone 920. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. And Tammy, welcome in. Sorry to break down on you guys like that, but oh Lord, these stories are just too much. All right, let's get started. Yeah, let's get started. We're already 8 minutes in and I haven't even started yet. This is good news. This is really good news. Christina Mello says, hello, everybody. Some great news to report. Texas just went blue. Love to the voters in Texas. They voted for democracy. Isn't that fabulous? I heard that this morning. That's another good thing that happened today. So Texas has gone somewhat blue. Little Liam is home, thank God, and his dad. So some good things have happened. That is sad. Christina Mello says, also, I have sad news to say, report actress Catherine O'Hara, who was in Beetlejuice and Home Alone. She was the mother, his mother. It was so sad in Home Alone. So sad that she passed away in her home alone. She was alone, passed, and Demon Wilson, who played Lamont on Sanford and Son, passed away from cancer. Oh, really? Lamont from Sanford and Son, he passed away from cancer? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I loved him. And I love Sanford and Son. Oh, that was such a great show. Oh, okay. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Okay, I don't know why I had not heard that the Lamont from Sanford and Son passed away. I don't know why I did not hear that yet. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Christina Mello. Christina Mello says, also, Melania Trumpenstein. I like that. Documenting bomb like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. I believe America has had enough of these. Very good. I'm glad. Hope she's humiliated to hell. Like I said, she's the worst first lady I've ever seen in my life. I said that the first time she became first lady. Waste of space. Waste of space. And that's being nice. Okay. All right, looking for some oh. Wait, somebody said my audio was mixing. It shouldn't be. Just a second. Wait, somebody said my audio was mixing. Okay, I don't think it. No, I just listened to myself. I think I'm okay. Okay. Christina Mello said, I can't believe Don Lemon was arrested but released. And like someone said, they arrested the wrong Don. I saw that. That is so true. It was in one of those big advertisements. You know how like you're looking and scrolling through, videos, and then those big, huge ads come up? Yeah, I saw that. And they said, wrong Don. Exactly. You guys, how are people doing those big, huge like ads? Like you'll see video, and you'll see one of those big ads. How do you buy those? How do you do those? Because I would love to do quite a few of them. Okay. AKK said she saw that story too. Extremely sad. Frida said it's so sad. Everyone's just like, it's just horrific. Jamie Adams said, how can people be so evil? I know. I don't understand it. Thank you, Susie Cat. Susie Cat says, don't you dare apologize. I've been doing this just about every morning, Angie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Christina Mello says, we're sad and upset like you. Just proves we're human and that they're not Trumpenstein and his cult will get their karma. Exactly. They need to get their karma. Thank you guys. Everyone's just saying, don't worry about crying. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just reading real quick. Tim Walz in the White House in June. Okay, so we got some questions. Okay, let's ask some questions. AKK 3354 has this question. Clear Spirit, will Tim Walz be in the White House in June? Yes. Clear Spirit, will KAMALA, will she be president of the United States in June? Yes. Oh, please let all this happen and happen soon. We need Felon 45 out. He's got to go. He's just got to go. Okay. Okay, Godiva 777 or Godiva or Godiva 777 has a question. Clear Spirit, will the East Coast get slammed with snow again? You know what? My guides, with the weather and stuff like that, it's always just is in flux. There's so many, probably because there's so many variables. So yeah, it's in flux. Someone said RJM says Nicki Minaj got a fake gold card. I can't stand Nicki Minaj, Uncle Tom. I don't know what her damn problem is. I know she needs some, I guess she wants a pardon for her husband. her husband seems like he's a thug. Okay, what she needs to do is stop marrying thugs. From what I understand, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe her husband isn't a thug, but to me, her husband's a thug, and she needs to stop messing with thugs. And she wouldn't need no damn pardon. I mean, if he's not a thug, and I'm mistaken, but I don't think so. Okay. Okay, Nathan, fabulous moderator. Nathan, welcome in. Nathan says, it was Macaulay Culkin sexually harassed by Felon 45. I feel sorry for Macaulay Culkin. How do you say his last name? Culkin. Michael Jackson took a liking to him too. So horrific. Clear Spirit, was Macaulay Culkin sexually harassed by Felon 45? Oh my God, yes. Don't you notice how many children actors, by the time they're 18 or 19, they're like completely drugged out? I've gotten with my readings, a lot of them are sexually abused. That's why they're all drugged out by the time they're 18 or 19 years old. And we look at them like, what's wrong with them? Why are they just freaking out? Why don't they behave? How would we behave if that happened to us as children? Just disgusting. Okay. Ida Green has a question. Clear Spirit, does the Orange Menace have colon cancer? No. That's what I want to know. Clear Spirit, does Felon 45 wear adult diapers? Yes. Clear Spirit, does he wear adult diapers because of what Sasha did to him? Yes. I don't know if you guys heard about what Sasha did to him, because he sexually abused Sasha. So Sasha got some revenge on him. And now Felon 45 wears diapers. Good. So disgusting. Okay, More Blessed says, will they release the other 3,000 Epstein files to be sent out? Clear Spirit, will they release the other 3,000 Epstein files? Look at that. I knew it would be in flux. It's in flux. It's in flux because they're fighting, and then also Massey, the Democrats are fighting to get these released. And I know I've been doing readings on the things that the allegations that have been made, and not one of the allegations I have read on has not been true so far, allegedly. But that's what every reading has been like. Yeah, this allegation is true. And the thing that's horrible about it is these are all the allegations, but the actual interviews, they did not release the interviews with the allegations, because we could get even more context, more information if we could see the original interview with that, because those are just like little summaries of the allegations. But I'm glad we get to read it, and I'm going to read on about 3 or 4 more tomorrow, and then I'm sure there's still more for me to read on, but I have about 3 or 4 more to read on, and I'll read those tomorrow. They're horrible, just like the other allegations I've been reading about. Well, they're not allegations. They're crimes against children, with Felon 45 involved, of course, and other nasty ass men. I know. I love that Don Lemon said he will not back down, and he will not be silenced. I loved it. Yes, Christina Mella says, don't forget about Boycott Mondays. Yes, do not forget about Boycott Mondays. On Mondays, we always boycott. We have a list in the description below. It's a list of companies that have supported Felon 45. So if you'd like to participate, there's a list below. Thank you, EMT girl. EMT girl, fabulous moderator, says if you could please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Yes, please. If you could hit both, that'd be great. Thank you. Here's one. Blanc121 says, clear spirit. Will Felon 45 be assassinated? That is in flux. That's in flux. I know this sounds mean when I say this, but I don't care at this point. If something like what that was to happen, I wouldn't shed a tear. Not a tear. Okay, Blanc121 says, when will the U.S. House flip? Well, let's see if it'll flip during the midterms. I got to do yes or no questions to ask, so let's ask. Clear, spirit. Will the House flip? Senate and House of Representatives. The Senate, wait a minute. Okay, clear, spirit. In the midterm election, will the Democratic House and Senate flip to blue? All right, the answer right now is yes. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, Jamie 1418 says, is Epstein behind the disappearance of Christy Rogers? She was a girl that went missing from Florida in the 90s, and allegedly she's on flight logs. Oh my God. Let me ask. Clear spirit, is Epstein behind the disappearance of Christy Rogers? My God. Yes. Clear. Spirit, is Christy Rogers still alive? No. Disgusting. Clear. Spirit, was Epstein responsible for her death? Yes. Absolutely horrendous. My God. Is Nicki Minaj a U.S. citizen? You know what I read about her is that she is a U.S. citizen, but she had to get, she was an immigrant. She wasn't born here, so she got her papers. Diva 369 says, will midterms take place and be verified? Clear spirit, will the midterms actually take place in 2026? Yes. Well, it said that we're gonna win. We're gonna win the House and Senate back. Clear spirit, will they be verified? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's a good question, Purple. You guys make sure you put your question in all caps so I don't skip over it, okay? Clear spirit, will the ACA be restored? Yes. Thank God. More Blessed says, will Pam Bondi call for Obama to be arrested? Heard that sick rumor. They're insane. What did he do? Jesus. Clear spirit, will Pam Bondi call for Obama's arrest? No. Not even she's that stupid. Yeah, I heard that Muskrat is in the Epstein files. I heard that today, that he is in the Epstein files. I want to find. Okay, this is the deal with that whole thing. What they did bring out yesterday when they brought it out yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday or the day before? Was that Friday? Oh, I think it was Friday. Whatever day, I think it was Friday. When some of the Epstein files were released, I told my husband it was Friday. I told my husband, I said, I'm not even going to bother looking at that. I said, they just redacted everything like they did before. Then I heard that, no, people are reading it. And there are some, they didn't release everything, but they released, some, and there's some really horrific things. So I'm like, well, let me go get these files. So I went to the DOJ website. It wasn't there. So then I started looking at YouTubers who actually went to it before it got removed. So what happened is people started reading it, and it was a whole bunch of stuff about Felon 45. These people just actually suck. Like, they couldn't vet anything or investigate anything if they tried. Okay. They said they went through those pages like a fine-tooth comb. All kind of stuff was in there about Felon 45 on Friday. So I went to some of the independent media people, and they had screenshotted the stuff before it went off again. Because I think they realized that Felon 40's name was all over a bunch of stuff. So then they took it off the website. But some people got the information because they screenshotted it. So I've gone to those people who have screenshotted it before it went off and have a whole bunch of stuff about Felon 45. So, okay. And I even heard on the news them saying, first it was on, then it was off, now it's back on, then it's off. Lord, help us all. Nathan, fabulous moderator, has a question. Clear Spirit, does Felon 45 have a catheter? Yes. Okay, More Blessed said there's 180,000 videos I heard. Now, did they release more videos and pictures? And where are these videos? I haven't seen any pictures or videos. Did they release those yet? When I was listening to the news, nobody seems to know if they've been released or not. Someone tell me at the bottom. I'll go down to the bottom if you guys know. Kimberly Dixon just said yes. Okay, so where are they? Where are these videos? Do you know, Kimberly? All right, I'll go back down to the bottom in a second. Okay, Linda Russell has a good question. Clear Spirit, will Felon 45 turn on Nicki Minaj? All right, that's in flux also. Christina Mello, I completely agree. Sorry, but Marjorie Trader Green didn't keep her word about telling who was in the Epstein files when she had the chance to. Yeah, before she left, she should have put that. She should have put that out there. More Blessed says, did Bezos feel too embarrassed to come to Melania's documentary? He didn't go. Clear Spirit, was Jeff Bezos too embarrassed to go to Melania's documentary? It's saying yes. Okay, Kimberly Dixon says some independent news has them. You mean like people on YouTube who have their own independent have their own independent reporting channels, news channels? Is that what you're meaning? Let me know. Okay. Okay, RJM has a question. Clear Spirit, are these billionaires going down with Felon 45? No. Okay. Okay, right now we're in a half government shutdown, I guess they called it. Still, Celia has a question. Clear Spirit, is the government shutdown going to happen? Clear Spirit, is a full government shutdown going to happen next week? That's in flux too. Okay. Okay. More Blessed says, are SNAPs and EBT benefits going to get cut at midnight? Well, okay, we're only at, like, right now, I don't think so, because right now it's only, they said, I was watching MSNBC and they said it's only half shut down. It's not completely shut down, but let's ask and see. Clear Spirit, are SNAP benefits going to be safe? Yes, clear. Let me just ask it the way you asked it. Clear Spirit, are SNAP benefits going to be cut at midnight tonight? No. Clear Spirit, if the government does shut down, will SNAP benefits be safe? Okay, at this point, it looks like the SNAP benefits are going to be safe, even if the government shuts down. That's energy for today. We're dealing with Felon 45. But if the government shuts down again and Felon 45 decides to cut the SNAP benefits again, he's literally the Antichrist. Everybody who needed help last time, I still have your GoFundMe's, and we'll just put them back on again and get help for you guys again if this happens. So, Lord, I hope it doesn't happen though. Okay. Okay. Okay, Kimberly Dixon says, was Felon 45 unredacted in the Epstein files on purpose? Clear Spirit, was Felon 45 unredacted in the Epstein files on purpose? Yes, of course. But some stuff still got out. Some really horrible things got out that he's done to children. And I think there's a story in there about a woman who's over 18, but a lot of it was with children. Okay, Cecilia has a question. Clear Spirit, will Felon 45 be arrested soon? Geez, that's in flux too. Okay, Purple has a question. Clear Spirit, will the U.S. be booed and shunned at the Olympics? Okay, that's in, well, let's ask this. Clear Spirit, will the U.S. be booed at the Olympics? Okay, the answer to that is yes. Clear Spirit, will the U.S. be shunned at the Olympics? Okay, that's in flux, but being booed, yes. I bet you there's a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of actually athletes who aren't even coming. I wouldn't be coming here. They're arresting American citizens. Horrific. Okay. Kimberly Dixon said we may get more information this week about the pictures. Oh, good. Nisi says SNAP is funded until 2026. Okay, good. Until September of 2026. All right, this is a good question by Lauren. Lauren 6839. Clear Spirit, is KAMALA making plans with the interim government right now? Okay, the energy is saying yes. Good. Okay. Oh my God. Nisi said, but a lot of people had to reapply for SNAP, and many people's food stamps were significantly reduced, like from $265 to $65. My God. Horrendous. While Felon 45 sits in the White House and shoves McDonald's down his throat. Makes me sick. Oh, I know, More Bless. More Bless says the auction he did on little girls, what he did was horrific, selling them to millionaires. I know. It's disgustingly horrible. Did I do a reading on that one yet? Yeah, I think I did do a reading on that. And the thing that was horrible about it, they said that, of course, Jeffrey and Felon 45 were there. Felon 45 was the one auctioning him off like it was great. Epstein was a part of gathering the girls together and getting them onto stage and all that to be auctioned off. In the paperwork, it said that both his sons were there and Ivanka, his daughter, and a bunch of other men. But what the actual hell? Okay. Linda Russell says, will there be arrests at the Super Bowl on Sunday? You mean by ICE? I think you mean ICE. And Godiva777 is asking that same question. Let me ask. Clear Spirit, will there be ICE arrest at the Super Bowl? No. Thank God. At least that's the energy right now. Cecilia wants to know, will Felon 45 be at the Super Bowl? Let's just see what the energy is saying right now. Clear Spirit, will Felon 45 be at the Super Bowl? That's in flux. I'm sure because that fool's thinking about going, but he's also thinking he's probably going to get booed and humiliated. Okay, Elias Smith 8203 says, Angie, there was a TV reporter that was taken in 95. Jody Hunstret. Did they take her and is she alive? Let me ask. Clear Spirit. Did Felon 45 and Epstein take Jody Hunstret? Did they take her? Okay, it's saying no. Clear Spirit. Is she still alive? They're saying no. Jeez. That's horrific. More Bless says they have an NFL owner on the Epstein list. Disgusting. Am I shocked? No. Christina Mello says, has anyone noticed that President Obama is coming out and taking a stand against Trumpenstein? Christina Mello, are you saying that he's not? Because I haven't seen Obama for a while. Oh, good. Kimberly Dixon said ICE was banned from the Super Bowl. Good. That's a good question, Cecilia. Clear Spirit. Is Baron human? No. Which makes sense because both his parents aren't. Let me ask again. Clear spirit. Is felon 45 human? No. Clear spirit. Is his mother, Melania, is she human? No. There you go. More Blessed says, will they ever find the buried bodies on Epstein's properties? Clear spirit. Will they ever find the buried bodies on Epstein's properties? Look at that. That is in flux. Okay. Okay, Linda Russell says, felon 45 said he was going to close the Kennedy Center. Will he close the Kennedy Center? Why is he going to close it now? Probably because nobody's performing there. He's getting humiliated. Clear spirit. Will felon 45 close the Kennedy Center? That's in flux. I did it. I channeled JFK, and the first card that came up when I said I was channeling him about the political situation, and he said in that reading, felon 45, and my card trash came up. Felon 45 is trash. That's what I think of him. I'm like, I'd be liking me some JFK. Like, perfect. He's trash. Okay. Tammy's saying, if they're not human, what are they? I don't know. But I'm going to say this. Okay. I've always said, these people are not human. I've always said that. I've said it forever. Like, who could sexually assault children? Who? You are not human if you're sexually assaulting children, putting babies in cages, shooting people in the actual head. There's just so many crimes. Taking little Liam, taking his backpack away from him and his little hat, making him turn comatose, putting him in a prison. A bunch of children are in these detention centers. You're not human if you do shit like that. You're just not human. I don't know what the hell they are. They're disgusting. I can tell you that. They're not human, because no human being who has a heart could do these type of things. Okay. Jeff has a question. Clear spirit. Is felon 45 going to be exposed? Well, he's being exposed right now. Said yes. Susie Cat said that she saw that felon 45 wants to close the Kennedy Center down so he can remodel it. Not shocked about that. Yeah, Frida says Walls said he won't run for governor again. That's what I've always gotten, that he will not run for governor. So. Jeff, you said, can anyone see my question? I don't know. I just answered one of your questions where it says, is 45 going to be exposed? And I asked and it said no. So yeah, we're seeing your questions unless something else happened and we didn't see it. One of your questions. Yeah, they are evil. They are absolutely flipping evil. Viking Smoking Lounge, if you have a question, just put it in caps and I'll answer it. Christina Mello says, is Trumpenstein going to throw Nome and Miller and Bondi under the bus? That's a good question. Clear spirit. Is felon 45 going to throw Nome under the bus? Yes, clear. Spirit, is Felon 45 going to throw Miller under the bus? No. Clear. Spirit, is Felon 45 going to throw Bondi under the bus? So as far as the two women, I'm getting yes. Stephen Miller, no. More Bless says, is Felon 45 mad at Melania about her documentary? Clear. Spirit, is Felon 45 mad at Melania about her documentary? Oh, that's in flux. Okay, Jeff Munns said, will MAGA wake up? They've been waking up more and more every day, thank God. Clear. Spirit, has 50% of MAGA woken up yet? No. Clear. Spirit, has 40% of MAGA woken up yet? No. Clear. Spirit, has 30% of MAGA woken up yet? Look at that. I've been getting a lot of MAGA are awake. So it says 30%. So now they only got about 20% who haven't woken up. Estimating. Oh, okay. Just 1 second. Someone said I'm also missing. Just 1 second. I forgot about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I just hit all messages. Sorry about that. It didn't used to do that. Okay. At the top, you have to hit all messages, or for some reason, all messages don't come up. I never had to do that before until a few weeks ago. So sorry about that, guys. So if I missed your question, put it down at the bottom again. Okay. This is from Fran. Clear. Spirit, will Felon 45 be exposed as being not human? Will this ever be exposed, brought out into the open? No. Okay. God's Grace says, are we the people going to stop accepting all the lies? Is our government strictly entertainment? Clear. Spirit, are we the people going to stop accepting all of the lies? Yes. Clear. Spirit, is our government strictly entertainment? Yes and no. Okay, that's a good question, Nancy Wright. Clear. Spirit, did someone inside the administration leak the latest Epstein file released? No, they put it out. They just didn't catch all the stuff with Felon 45 in it. Okay, I did a reading on, or did I do a reading, or did I channel John Bonet? Can't believe how I did it. Anyway, Clear. Spirit, did John Bonet Ramsey's dad, did he sell her? I got before that she was trafficked. Clear. Spirit, did John Bonet Ramsey's dad, did he sex traffic her? Yes. Clear. Spirit, is that how she passed away? Yes. And that's what I got, that her dad did sex traffic her. Child sex trafficking, he did that with his daughter, and that's how she ended up getting passed away. The stuff that I have to say that comes out of my mouth is just disgustingly horrible. Okay. Christina Mel says, is it true that Trumpenstein and Sons want to sue the IRS for $10 billion? Yeah, that's what they want to do. Okay, Cecilia, we're going to ask about maybe for like a few more questions, and then we're going to do the giveaway. Clear Spirit, will ICE get funded? All right, that's in flux. Clear Spirit, this is from Christina Mello. Will Don Trumpenstein Jr. marry his fiance? That's in flux. Tammy 6042 says, I heard Trump is mad at us for not supporting his wife. He believes this affects him. Good. We don't support your wife or you devil. Okay, Kimberly Dixon has a question. Clear Spirit, are there people living beyond the ice wall? I don't know what that means, and it's in flux. I'm not sure what you're asking, but I asked. It said it's in flux. Okay, Cannabis Queen has a question. Clear Spirit, will Felon 45 be successful at turning over the 2020 election? No. Thank God. All right, Jeff, I'm going to ask, but timing is, take it with a grain of salt. Timing is the hardest thing that we do. Clear Spirit, will Felon 45 and his party be out in March? Okay, it's in flux. Okay, God Grace 247. Clear Spirit, are most of our government officials reptilians? Yes. I feel insane asking things like that. I feel insane because that sounds crazy. But so is having a 34-count felon / rapist / pedophile in the White House. That's where we're at now. Putting children in detention centers behind bars. This is where we're at. So, okay, you guys, we got to stop here. I only have like maybe 5 or 6 questions that I didn't get to. So if I didn't get to your question in tomorrow's videos, please, it doesn't matter what I'm doing the video about. Just put your question in there and I'll put you on my list of questions. Okay. All right. Let's do the giveaway. Let me tell you about the rules real quick. There's only 3 rules. What you're going to do is you're going to put, if you want to be in the giveaway, you're going to put Kamala's name in the chat. One time only. If you're out of the country, I'll put $12 in your PayPal account or however we'll do it, because that's what I usually sell the journals for because of shipping. And whoever wins, I need your real name, your YouTube name, and your address, and you need to email me. And the email is in the description of this video. It's herballyhip@yahoo.com. Let me tell you what you can win. All right, I usually give away journals. This journal here, and the journals are my own artwork, okay? So, this is the Empress, my version of the Empress, and it's a journal. So you can choose this one. I give you like 3 or 4 to choose from. The Mess, that is the US. Now, this is me and my husband's artwork, a collaboration. And the number on it is number 1. So you can choose this one. Okay, this is another thing. Now, this is my artwork too. And this artwork is called Maps of Peace. And what it is let me show you. It's my own, these are my collages. I make the papers. I create the papers on my jelly plate. And then I take maps. I take different languages. And I believe once we get to know each other, it will bring more peace. Okay. So there's all different types of languages, which represent all different nationalities of people. And like I said, they're called maps of peace. Now, this is just a print of my maps of one of my maps of peace artworks, but I will make it into a journal. Okay. So this is maps of peace. All right. So those are the 3 to choose from. Let me thank you, Alvarito, 1973. Okay. Let me put Kamala's name in, or let me put go. All right. Go ahead and start writing Kamala in if you want to be in the giveaway. And in case you missed it, anybody who hasn't gotten their journals, everything's been sent out. So you should be getting your journal very, very soon. Okay. Oh, today's been emotional. You know what? Today's been a good day, even though I broke down twice, Lord. But today's been a good day. Me and my husband been cleaning out our closet. And so my husband has a lot of Nike stuff that he didn't want anymore, LeBron James and Michael Jordan stuff, clothes. So I took a bunch of it. And so there was this gentleman there. And I said, do you like sports? He goes, I love sports. He goes, I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan, LeBron James. I'm like, oh, really? I said, well, this is full of LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Nike shirts and jerseys and all kinds of stuff. He goes, what? I said, yeah. I said, let me go through the bags really quickly and I'll make you up a bag. This was the guy who came out to get my bags to give to the thrift store. And I said, but I want to give it to somebody. I would love to give it to you rather than just give it to the thrift store. So I went to the bags and found all the Michael Jordan stuff and the Nike stuff and the LeBron James and gave him a huge bag of stuff. And he has a son who's 13. He goes, oh my God, me and my son are going to be so happy. Thank you so much. So that made me feel so good. Then I went to another store and a lady came up to me and she had a suitcase and a basket and stuff. And she started telling me her story that she was kicked out of her house. She was kicked out of her apartment and everything. And I said, you know what? You have to explain nothing else. I said, I'm going into the store right now. I got to get some cash. So I got some cash to give her $20. So today was a sad day, but it made me feel so good to do that. And if you guys can help people, start helping people as much as possible because we need to spread love and positivity with all the negative. So, and that made me feel so good. That really helped me because I was feeling really bummed out when I went to the store. Okay. All right. So I'm going to count down from 10 because it looks like everything's slowed down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Stop. All right. Let me see how many people there are here. Okay. Okay, Cindy Veredity 6211. Congratulations. Let me get my thing out. So Cindy 6211, congratulations. Woohoo! Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you. So Cindy 6211. I need to know which journal you want. Let me write your name down. Cindy 6211. And Cindy, I need to know which journal you want. And then I need you to email me at HerballyHipTarot@yahoo.com. That email is in my description of this video right now. I need your real name, your YouTube name, and your address, okay? The maps of peace, okay. So, Cindy, I got your name here. You got the maps of peace, yay! And this will be made into a journal for you, okay? So that'll be sent to you, and I'll try to get that out tomorrow, if not Tuesday. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up for me. Thank you so much for showing up for each other. Thank you to my fabulous moderators. I could never do this without you guys. Love, peace. You're so welcome, Cindy. love, peace, and happiness. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys do something to make yourself happy, okay? Because I know we are listening and having to listen and feel so much pain. But do everything you can do. And love you guys too. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Love you guys.